What's happening, geeks? A very hot, sweaty, and possibly stinky cosplay Chris here. And today, I guess you could call this a collectible review and Batsuit 2.0 update. Now, on Monday, my Batfleck Cowl arrived from Canada and the US from Tundra Designs. Now, let me explain why it came from Canada, then the US. Tundra Designs actually do not ship to Australia anymore because, as a lot of people know, shipping costs from Canada to Australia are absolutely ridiculous. To the point where you would forego getting an item because it's just bullshit. It sometimes actually costs more than the item you paid for. So what I did is I had Tundra Designs ship it to my buddy Jameson, who then relabeled it and shipped it to me, and it actually works out cheaper, so I got it. Now, to be honest, I was gonna do an unboxing video of it, but I got all giddy and excited and I just tore the box open and it's beautiful. So what I've done is I've set up the studio upstairs, the old studio that I used to use. It is severely hot and it's only 10:14 in the morning, so it's only going to get hotter throughout the rest of the day, and our upstairs room is like a furnace, but I needed the room for the studio lights, so you're just going to put up with me being sweaty, that's all. So what I'll do is an overview, show you guys the cowl, do a 360 turn with it and just show you the details of it, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like on, because this thing's huge. That's what she said? Alright geeks, here it is. This studio probably looks very familiar. Like I said, the cowl came all the way from Canada, courtesy of Tundra Designs. Now these guys specialize in mostly Batsuit stuff. They do a Batfleck utility belt as well, which is beautiful. I do think they do cold cast bits, but I'll just give you a close-up of what's going on here. Now, a lot of people don't know the right eyebrow is slightly higher than the left, as if he's kind of like, huh? And that's how the screen use cowl is. So the story behind this is Stevie Dee, who is a very talented 3D artist, gathered photos from San Diego Comic-Con 2014 when Ben Affleck's cowl was on display, just the cape and the cowl, nothing else. And what Stevie did was pretty much match up a 3D render to photos of the screen use cowl from Comic-Con. It was then 3D printed by Tundra Designs. A mold was then taken of it and urethane copies can be produced, and here's one of them. Now, like I said, the fit, it's pretty big. Like, my head is 22.5 inches. This thing fits up to a 24.8 inch head, I think. So yeah, I do have to put some padding in the back because I could literally, you know, spin this thing around on my head. It's that big. And as you can see here, the traps are absolutely huge. So I've kind of got a bit of work to do in the gym to fill this thing out. Give you a nice side-on view here. I love the definition on the jawline. Now, there's a lot of secrecy as to how the screen use cowl actually works, because as we all know, the stuntman that was on top of the Joker's car when they were filming Suicide Squad, he's able to turn his head with complete and utter ease. My opinion is, this is actually separated here, and the bottom part goes inward, but they're separated, so they're layered. So it gives room for the stuntman or Ben Affleck to turn their head with ease. That's just my thoughts on how it was engineered, but apparently it was a lot of R&D. You see, it's like a leather-like texture over the cowl, almost like bat skin, which is really, really cool. Now, if it does look a bit powdery, as everyone knows, when you put on a cowl, to shoehorn your head in, you've got to lather the thing with powder on the inside, baby powder, so he's looking a bit dusty today. This thing has massive traps, like he's been doing shrugs all day long. So overall, guys, if you are in the market for a Batfleck cowl for your next cosplay, I definitely recommend picking one up from Tundra Designs. I've still got a lot of work to do. I will be placing a Velcro under here that will attach to the bodysuit, because I'm still trying to figure out how to rest the cape. A lot of people that I've seen with this cowl and similar Batfleck cowls just keep the cape under, but as you can see, the cape does fold over just over here, and I want that look. I think it looks so streamlined and fancy, you know? But yeah, guys, definitely hit up Tundra Designs if you're in the market for a very accurate Batfleck cowl. I'm giving this baby 5 geeks out of 5. I told you I was sweating really bad, and now I've got to try this thing on to show you guys how it fits. Fuck. This is gonna suck. Okay, see the cowl? See my head? I have a tiny head. It looks ridiculous. Here we go. It's so easy to put on. That's how small my head is. Look at that. I can actually have room to flick my fringe back. So this is the cowl without any padding whatsoever. And here is the foam padding that is gonna go in the back. This isn't final, this is just a little offcut that I'm using for now whilst I fit everything and manage to figure out how to make the cape sit right. Okay, putting the foam in. Oh, shaver up there. Okay, that's a bit better. Now, like I said, these traps are huge. Not mine, but the mask's. So you kind of gotta up your shoulders a bit to have it sit flush. So guys, like I said, if you are a big guy with a big head and are in the market for an accurate Batfleck cowl, definitely hit up Tundra Designs. If you've got a small head like me, it's just a case of putting some foam in the back and it'll push your face straight forward and then it'll look flush and normal. And you won't look like a bubblehead. As always, thanks very much for your continuing support, guys. And until next time, geeks, always remember, cosplayers do it best.